Women of Reddit, what's a first date mistake men all too often make? I don't want to see a picture of your, no matter how many times you ask. Repeatedly commenting on my appearance. I get it, we met online and you're glad I look like my pics. I'm happy you didn't catfish me too. But please stop talking about my appearance in every other sentence. It makes you look insecure. I've been on 3 first dates where they were texting or using social media from half the date to almost the entire time. Mid-date with the third guy, I grabbed my coat and walked out. He texted me as I was walking through the door, "Where are you going?" If you're actually interested in the person you're on a date with, don't use your phone unless it's urgent. Most commonly, trying way too hard to impress me. I don't need a fancy dinner the first time we meet. I don't care how much you can drink or how much your clothes/car/rent cost. Be a real human being and relax. Make decent conversation. Just be yourself. I'm probably going to like it a lot more than whatever puffed up version of yourself you're playing. 8 or 9 PM. Your house? Seriously? I have work. I have homework and a schedule. Meet me in a well-lit place for coffee between 2 to 5 on a Saturday or 4 to 6 Friday. Even if it turns into just a hookup, this shows me you're willing to act like a normal, not murdery person. Give it an hour or 2 of talking. After that, then one of us can suggest going somewhere else like your place or mine. It gives me time to make sure you're not a lizard person/creeper. Even if you don't think what I'm saying is interesting, for the love of God pretend. Nothing is more of a ballbuster than talking about something you're passionate about and being constantly interrupted by him relating it back to his life or changing the conversation. If you ask me a question, let me talk and at least try to act like you care about my answer. Well, when I first met we were at a lake, drinking and hanging out when things got a little touchy-feely. Perfectly fine with me. My now so decided to practically eat the side of my neck. Yeah. Don't do that. Being mean. Went on a date with a guy to a restaurant and some 16-year-old girl next to us took a quick photo of her beautifully plated meal. He said, "Snapchat," in a really sarcastic loud way. I just thought, WTF. She's obviously enjoying the meal. She might have someone she's sending the pic to, and there's no need to just straight up mock her. She wasn't being distracting or over the top. IDK, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Bragging. Also humble bragging. If it comes up naturally I get it, but so many dudes are just dying to mention an award, ranking, name drop, or hint at having a lot of money that they will just awkwardly shove it into our conversation. It gives me the sense that the guy wants validation from me instead of companionship. I understand being proud of an accomplishment, especially if it took a lot of hard work. There is a difference between showing me what you care about and showing off. Ask about bra size and surgical history, tell me their kinks and fetishes, curse a lot, assume I'm going home with him. Loosen up and learn the difference between bantering and negging. Those two are not the same thing. For instance, I'm often found eating soup and reading a newspaper on my lunch breaks. If you tell me, wow, usually girls as pretty as you don't read the newspaper, I'm now imagining the satisfaction I would get trying to paper cut you to death with it. But if you say, just add a pipe and slippers and you'll get that sexy grandpa vibe going at full speed, I'll probably laugh. That's obviously just meeting someone, but it's also applicable to dates. Don't cut us down, give us a real challenge. Make us think and engage. Not everything has to be a joke, but a good back and forth is the difference between might kiss him, I dunno, and I'm glad I shaved. We live in a beach community, but come on, can you please make the effort to wear something besides old flip-flops and gym shorts? Starting off by making mention of how nice a guy you are when showing basic human decency or being polite. This will always lead to how their niceness has been the only reason for the decline of their life. Right, mate? Sure. Taking me to the movies. I wanna talk and get to know you, not sit and watch some movie. Don't go all in right away. And I'm not saying that you should play games or be a jerk, because women like that. If I meet a guy and he instantly starts offering me the world and going overboard with gifts and fancy plans, I lose interest. That doesn't feel sincere to me. It feels like he's happy to have found someone, not that the someone is me. And if he's offering all of that to me so quickly, what's to stop him from offering it to someone else when he does really get to know me and see that I'm not some magical goddess queen, but a real person who maybe doesn't live up to the extremely high expectations he set. But also, if a guy starts offering me the world and gifts, it makes me think that he feels he has nothing else to offer. Be yourself. Take it slowly. The right girl won't need the world or gifts. You will be enough as you are. As much as you want to show her you're worth her time, let her show you that she's worth your time too. It goes both ways. You want someone who will fight for you like you would fight for them, not someone who will run away when the gifts stop. Commenting on what I put in my coffee or how I eat my food. You're not going anywhere near my mouth if you make fun of what I already put in it. Interacting badly with the waiter/waitress or any stranger you both interact with. Not asking to kiss me. I find it dang romantic if they ask first instead of just going in for the smooch. Getting way too emotionally invested in the first date. Not good to have sky high expectations riding on how it goes. You're pretty much guaranteed to be disappointed. Not actively participating in a two-way conversation. I don't want to talk about myself all night with, and I really don't want to listen to someone else talk for several hours straight. Thinking that their date will be the one for life. Relax a little, have fun. If it doesn't work out, move on. For me, it was never asking me if there was something I would like to do/eat and not like to do/eat. I know guys are told they have to plan it and that it should be a surprise, but I support the idea of asking her, do you want/not want to do anything specific? Is there anything you won't eat? I hate mini golf. This is surprisingly a common first date thing. I also went through a period where I was vegetarian. I still eat very little meat and I could only eat fries at the place we went. I didn't complain, but it would have been nice to be asked. Now if you do ask and you get "oh surprise me" or "I don't care" and then she gets mad, it's a problem with her, not with you. Also if she gets mad you ask, that also on her, and it's a crappy thing for her to do. Also don't tell me we're going to one movie and then buy tickets to another one because you think I'll like it better. Lecturing me on my smoking. Just don't. The first time this happened to me I was like, WTF, you met me in the smoking section of the bar and we were there hours me smoking the whole time. He was disgusted I was a smoker, but still tried to sleep with me. Yay dude, you just told me I'm gross. That's not gonna get you in my pants. That was years ago when there still were smoking sections and many lectures from first dates ago. Now I'm older and wiser and end the date immediately when this happens. Not asking enough questions. This guy asked me out and didn't ask a single thing about me. I was asking him a ton of questions about himself and his life, but whenever he answered, there would just be this deadness and awkward silence between us. When I brought up how quiet he was, he got super defensive and was like, "This is just how I am, okay?" Turns out all he wanted was to bang, and that was it. So tactless. In that same vein, if you know in the back of your mind she is genuinely looking to meet someone to date exclusively, don't lead her on with the intentions of just banging her and not calling her back. This shit happened to me too often in my early 20s, and I was too naive to tell the signs from the start. Be clear with your intentions and respect hers as well. If you're aware a girl isn't into hookups because she's made it clear before the date was even mentioned, please stop assuming you're just so hot and awesome that she'll sleep with you anyway. Also, hands. Some guys are crazy handsy for first dates, and I've had one try to sweep in and kiss me for no apparent reason while I was in mid-sentence. I damn near fell off the bus stool when I leaned away so fast. IDK if it's often, but a guy online pursued me and asked me out to a really nice restaurant. He chose the date/time and made the reservation. I'd never been there before and let him know I wasn't particularly into high-end places. At the end of the date he wanted to split the bill and I didn't get any drinks. He got two, and I didn't choose to go to this high-end place. I'm all for splitting the bill, but really felt swerved at the end of that date. Talk about their past relationships or exes too much. Answering all my questions without asking me one back. Eating too much cheese before the date, being covered in hornet stings, and ordering the milk steak.